If you believe in God, you will never do corruption. If you believe in God, you will never cheat, you will never steal.
So, Uncle, why do you want to become an MP? And why are you doing it as a bebas candidate?
Okay, if you look at my age, I'm already 60 years old. It's time for me to relax and spend time with my children and my family. But I owe the country a duty. You know the Chinese word, Kuan Chee Heng, the country comes first, the family comes second. Without country, where can build homes? You cannot build houses. Without country, where are you? The political climate of today is much for us to desire. Many politicians also went into the frenzy of attacking one another without actually realizing they are doing a lot of damage to the reputation of our country, and they are destroying our economy from the eyes of our neighboring countries. The investors look at us as a dissemble. We are disrupted nation. In order to stop all this, I believe good Malaysians should step in to Parliament and put a stop to all this nonsensical done by all these politicians. What will Malaysia become in the next 10, 20, 30 years? I'm going to pass this country to your children and my children. But I have to pass a country that is in good condition. And we see that our perpaduan, our unity, has been destroyed so badly. I believe our rukun negara has been forgotten. Our kesopanan dan kesusilaan is not even there. Because why? We attack one another just because of political gain, because of personal interest, because of political party interest. That is too bad for Malaysia.
That kesopanan dan kesusilaan memang dah tak ada, dah hilang, dah tak tahu pergi mana.
Yes.
To say that corruption has affected our country is an understatement, I think. You know, corruption robs, corruption kills, corruption harms. So how do you think we can cleanse Malaysia so clean? It's like baru macam bleach dengan Clorox. How can we keep this country clean?
My motto for this election is no one is left behind. No one shall be left behind. The problem of corruption doesn't start today. It started many years ago. Many years ago. I don't want to mention names. It started a long time ago. We need to reconstruct Malaysia. For the next 30 years, if we want a better Malaysia, we need to start to instill morals value in our preschool children. You see, you cannot fight corruption at the top level. You can fight, but it's not easy. But if you want the best of Malaysia, you need to put morals, ethics into education. Yes, knowledge is important, but without morals and ethics, that's why we have corruption. From now on, we need to put back our civic, all our moral teachings, our ethics, our values of life into our system of education. We build from now. In 30 years, again, we will see the new Malaysia will emerge. The people will have good morals, ethics. If you think that corruption is, you can fight at the top level, I hope that we can plant the seeds now. We'll replant the seeds now. We'll build the best of Malaysia in another 20 to 30 years.
Malaysia, as you know, like most other countries, has its own strengths and weaknesses. But recently, we've been seeing so much of highlight and so much of focus on its weaknesses, right? And young people are like, ayo, tired of Malaysia already, lah, want to leave. You know, what do you think is Malaysia's biggest strength?
I think Malaysia's biggest strength is kindness. You see, we never tap on this kindness issue. In the PKP, in the COVID pandemic, being a person that is involved in PKP, giving food, this and that, we receive tons and tons of food from Malaysia. I believe sports and kindness is one that can unite us back. That is the main issue. But do not give up hope on Malaysia. My father traveled from China. It took him months to reach this promised land. My father and all your fathers have high hopes on this land. They have made their families, they have made their children in this land and hoping that we live harmoniously. So let us not destroy our parents' dream. Let us do not destroy our grandfather's dream. Let us make this land a beautiful land where we can live together in a harmonious way. That is important. Everyone owes the country a duty. Everyone, each and every one of you, including me and my children and your children. We should make this country the best of the best by abiding to all the rukun negara tenets, kepercayaan kepada Tuhan. You have your own God, I have my own God. If you believe in God, you will never do corruption. If you believe in God, you will never cheat, you will never steal. The main medicine, the whole panakia answer to our nation's problem is just use rukun negara. Kepercayaan kepada Tuhan, kesetiaan kepada raja dan negara, keluhuran perlembagaan, kedaulatan undang-undang, kesopanan dan kesusilaan. This is as simple as that. But why are we learn rukun negara by heart, but we never exercise it. We never have the spirit, the soul of rukun negara was discarded at all. We only hafal, but kita tidak menghayati roh rukun negara. The spirit of rukun negara was not in evident in Malaysia. Please, Malaysians, let us rebuild our country. You have hopes for your children, I have hopes for your children too.
Political education is very, very important.
Correct.
People should vote wisely, super important. So guys, don't forget to do your research before you pangkah on the 19th.
It's so important, you know. That means we Malaysians, we need to put our country first. Keutamaan akan patut diberi pada negara. Why a 60 years old man, apek Cina, come and contest in the PRU?
Uncle, can you name us 3 issues that are most important to you, close to your heart? 3 important things that you want to champion.
We look at the single mother problem about the alimony.
Yeah.
When they get divorced, when they fall in love, they get married, and then after the marriage fail, most of them, if they are divorced in a single petition, they have no money to engage a lawyer. What will happen to the alimony? Even if they have interim alimony, they need to file a single petition, they need to go to High Court. Where do they get the money to file this petition? And I believe a lot of single mother is suffering from this. I hope the court and the AG chambers will come up with some solutions and also expedite the petition so that the single mothers or the divorced person will have a better avenue and also will have a better, I'll just say about fairness. So we must be fair to them. The other one we see that as a activist, I see a lot of old people being abandoned by their children. We have laws for children, children minus all this. But do we have laws to protect our parents, our senior age people? Many children just carelessly dump off their parents when they are no longer be beneficial to them. Unless they have property, lots of property, then they'll take care of them. So we need to have some anti-parent dumping law.
How?
Yeah, anti-parents dumping law, because we are reaching an old age population in 2030. So we also need to have the government need to have facilities such as hospital, parks. We must encourage old age, healthy old age living. Getting old does not mean that you are getting sick. So we need the government to come up with policies and also encouragement at this time now, this year now, before the next 2030. So we need to push out all the policies and also initiative to make sure a healthy living for the old age. The third issue is about school transporter. School transporter forms the most essential part of education system. They are the mistress of the school. Why I call it mistress of the school? Because even they work so hard for the past 60 years, they are not being recognized as the legit transporter for school. They are always harassed by police, by JPJ, because they are using private vehicle to make some money. But without this uncle and auntie, where is our school support system? How our children will go to school? We must raise this issue to legalize this part of system which is so important to the education system in Malaysia. We have been keeping it aside, we have been very silent on it, but they are also receiving harassment or they are also receiving summons from JPJ. And one more thing, if they're involved in accident, whether the insurance company will pay the children, the school children inside the vehicle, because that insurance only cover for private use, it's not for commercial use. So the question there will arise if there is an accident involving school children in the private car. So why not? The government should look carefully into this issue and legalize all these auntie uncles transporter. It is also a source of income for some of the single mother, and it is also good because some parents cannot bring their children to school. So it's part of the support system. So this support system has been ignored for many years. We should look into this system and legalize this. If we can do e-hailing, MOT should also look at this part of which is very vital and important to the support the school system, education system. So I think these three issues is in my heart.
Okay. So there's a minimum age to run for office, to run for elections. Do you think there should also be an age limit to run for office and become an MP or maybe eventually a minister?
I think if the person is wise enough, if the person has a heart, I believe age is not a problem. But of course some of them maybe they stay too long. What are they bringing to Malaysia? Don't destroy this country. Please, don't destroy the country. This is a beautiful land. I'm here to protect this land. I'm here to safeguard this land and to safeguard the interests of my children and your children. That is very important.
How does your ideal Malaysia look like?
My ideal Malaysia is making everyone live better. Life is like that. Simple. Life will be better when you make other lives better. Simple. It is so simple. My idea of Malaysia is we live harmoniously, we have fairness, we don't have apprehension, kita tidak ada perasaan takut, kita tidak, no fear of racism, no fear of being bullied. Let us make Malaysia, this is my heart. Let us make Malaysia better. To all the YBs, all the candidates, good luck to all of you, and let us make Malaysia better. Please put our heart first. Please remember the Chinese word, 国家, your country come first, then only you. Please, thank you.
Thank you.